Hi, I am uncontrollably excited about how things just came together right now. I'm trying to read my Bible and I cannot concentrate. I'm so excited and I'm going to tell you why. Pinch me, I'm dreaming. Is this really happening again? Am I really doing this again? I'm so excited and I'm so grateful to God. Anyway, let me tell him myself instead of telling y'all. Anyway, I'm going to explain to you what's happening in just a minute after I bath, after I get ready. Listen to what the word is saying. That, my gosh, it's like he's confirming to you that this is all me. He's confirming to me that this is all me, baby girl. I love you. It says, so I've been reading the book of Psalms, right? And today I'm on Psalms 92. And it says, it's good to praise the Lord, to make music to your name, O Most High, proclaiming your love in the morning and your faithfulness at night, to the music of the 10-stringed lyre and the melody of the harp. Verse 4 says, for you make me glad by your deeds. Is it not his deeds that I am glad right now? I am so glad, and it is only by his deeds. And I'll tell you what those deeds are, because if I told you what those deeds are, you'd be like, I don't want those deeds, but these deeds are good, man. God's deeds. I sing for joy at what your hands have done, man. Because what my hands do come to nothing when his hands are not in it. And that is what I'm realizing right now. Anyway, back to Bible study, and then I'll catch up with y'all in a minute. Okay, people, I am going to speak to you while I drive. I am making my way to the salon. I am going to Redefine Beauty Studios. I am going to get my hair done and get my nails done because this weekend I am shooting the cover of my book. Now, there's a whole backstory about how I've already done this before. I've already shot the cover of my book in 2021. We are in 2024. I have probably spoken about it amongst my journey to walk stories. What do they call these videos? Right? I've probably already spoken about it. But I will probably elaborate on it as well again. But I just want to talk to you about exactly how we got to this place where we are trying again. You know, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, again. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to dust myself off. And in fact, I have been dusting myself off and trying again. Let me tell you, the last time I did this hairstyle, 2 days or the day before, or I think it was the day before. It was maybe the 1st or the 2nd of August, Lord, you know what, You know when God's timing is God's timing. I had planned on already doing this shoot 2023, Yes, the 1st or 2nd of August, I went and I did my hair. And I was like, okay, cool. It's August. The weather is warming up. I can do this shoot. Reason why I need the weather to be okay for this shoot is because it's I'll be doing it in a swimming pool. And when I did it in 2021, it was August. I think it was beginning of August, and I was freezing. How I didn't catch flu after that was only the grace of God, even though that whole shoot went to nothing, right? But anyway, August 2023, I'm like, okay, we're gonna try this thing again. I go and I do my hair. I hadn't planned anything really, didn't speak to no photographer or anything like that. Had I? No, I don't think I did. So then there was a death in my family, a tragic death on the 3rd of August that morning. And you know, to be quite honest, I had those braids in for 2 months and I still didn't do the shoot because I was just like I felt so defeated. I won't even lie to you. Like, yeah, so I just, you know, October came, I still had them braids in, thinking, okay, I'm gonna shoot my cover, all that kind of stuff. But how? Like, I look at people who are able to do things even when they're grieving, and I'm just like, oh, not all of August was upsetting. There was one great thing that happened. I was a part of, like, I was a part of something really great, and that was really amazing for me. So my friend had a worship night on the 28th of August, and that was great. Anyway, this is not about my life. This particular video series is about my book. So I did not shoot. I had to remove those braids because 2 months with braids, anybody knows that that's not good for you, right? I had to remove those braids. I was just not lekker, man. I was just not okay. I don't know how to explain it, but I just felt so discouraged. So anyway, now fast forward to today. Today is the something of March 2024, right? That is September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7 months after that, right? Let's go to February before we come to today. February, what happened is I was like, okay, Lord, perhaps we can try again. You could dust it off and try again, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Money, I have been saving since I got this job. I've been saving hectically, and I was like, okay, cool, Lord, I'm gonna do something, right? I'm gonna book an Airbnb where I'm gonna shoot, and I was gonna use my phone, to be quite honest, except for the cover of the book. In fact, that wasn't really well thought out. Maybe that's why it didn't work out. But anyway, another funeral happened. Was it the 3rd or the 2nd when my granddad passed away? But anyway, a funeral happened. I had booked an Airbnb to rest because also my my doctor had said you need to rest, all that kind of stuff. Your new job, you just jumped in and you have all these other things, blah blah blah. I'm not even gonna say it out loud because I banned it in the name of Jesus. But it's the thing that everybody has been dealing with, which is fatigue, right? But it is bound in the mighty name of Jesus. So then I booked that, and just like literally 30 minutes before I was about to leave the house to go drive to my Airbnb, I had paid everything, right? And I was gonna do like a lot of the content, I was also gonna shoot my, what's this thing called, my promo video. Then my granddad passes away, right? Sharpo, I lost half of the money that I paid for that Airbnb. Number one. Number two, I had to spend money at the funeral, right? So I mean, a lot of the money that I had saved up, I had to use, right? Cool. And I didn't. Yeah. Anyway, let's leave that. So then what happened after that? Oh, then there was also, so in the midst of me doing the Airbnb, I was also like, I don't know, like I didn't really think this through, but I had started speaking to a photographer about, well, I had spoken to him way before that, but then I was like, okay, my guy, like, we're gonna do this shoot, all that kind of stuff, looking for Airbnbs. So it was like 2 separate Airbnb situations. Oh, guys, good job. I was balling, shamos. But anyway, I don't know, like, why do funerals, like, it's the devil's trying to throw me off. Why is it that these funerals kept throwing me off? So anyway, that funeral happened, my granddad's passing happened, and I just was like, okay, cool, we'll do this. As like, I don't have the money anymore, right? I felt like I didn't have the money anymore, right? Which is only partially true. I then just let it go, and I said, okay, we will do this in September, August, right? We'll do this in August. I had to just decide, or I chose to decide in that moment that, you know what, we'll just do it in August, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Knowing that this is the year I have decided. Look, I decided last year. It's fine. I will decide until it actually happens. It's okay, right? Whether it happens or not, I'm going to make the decision. That's what I decided. I'm not going to be like, I guess it wasn't meant to happen since it didn't happen, and then just leave it. I'm not going to do that with myself anymore, with anything, with my fashion, with my books, with whatever it is, right? I'm going to keep expecting it's going to happen until it actually happens, and keep preparing for it to happen until it actually happens. Because, like I said, I was supposed to, according to me, launch my book last year, October. And you know what? I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it this year, October, right? So cool. That was my thinking. That, okay, we'll do it in August. October will come, right? Where I will launch my book, right? But now it's been hard. Like, I'm saying this to you and I am boiling. So I was like, okay, Mudimu, you control the weather. I'ma take the hint. I'ma take the hint, Lord. So I was like, okay, cool. Start texting. Mind you, like, guys, the money is not where I thought it should be in order for this shoot to happen. Tried looking for Airbnbs. They were telling me we're not allowed to shoot. I had found the perfect location, guys. It is an Airbnb in an estate that has all this like cool wilderness. You'll see the video when it comes out. But it just felt like the perfect location. But look, what's not perfect in my eyes is perfect in God's eyes, Shem. So then I was like, okay, cool. I was terrified, and I decided to ask my sister, my cousin sister. I was like, you know what? Can I please have a shoot at your house? Right? I explained to her the situation. She's like, of course, it's cool, all that kind of stuff, right? So that saves me at least 1.5, in fact 2k, right? Because also petrol to driving to that location, right? That saves me 2,000 rands, which, by the way, I did not even have anymore, right? So sharp. Now she agreed. We're doing it. Today's Wednesday. We're doing it on Saturday. I don't have to think about booking. The camera is the camera person, the photographer is free as in like available. He understands. I said to him, okay, I'll give you petrol money, and then the rest I'll give you at the end of the month. I'm going to have to withdraw from my investments. Look, this thing is happening. Hey, this thing is happening. I get lokupa. Okay, let me not say this, Shane. This might be a little bit prideful. But I was going to say I'm not going to ask anybody for a dime. But, you know, I might have to shop. I've been negotiating. I've negotiated makeup because that's my sister. I negotiated. Is this where I turn? Yes, this is where I turn. I negotiated makeup. I negotiated with the photographer. I managed to get a free venue. Even though I feel like I want to pay something. But what am I going to pay? Because I'm low-key even right now, like, I'm going to get my nails and my hair done, right? And the money that I'm going to use, like, you know when you have to move around money, guys, like you have to take it out from here, take it out from there, you know, might even have to borrow money that doesn't belong to me, that's in my account but belongs to somebody else. I'm keeping it for them, but I might have to borrow it. But I'm gonna avoid doing that. I think I have just enough to pay for my hair and my nails, and then hopefully, here's the other crazy only God did it part, is that I have clients who not private order, what do I mean to say? I have clients who wanted stuff. They just saw my stuff and they just wanted. So I'm expecting at least 1.5 in profit, if not slightly less, which should be able to cover something, you know? So yeah, guys, like, how is that even possible, right? Like, how is it that all these things are happening, that all these doors are opening, that things are coming together, and coming together so imperfectly, but perfectly at the same time, you know? So I'm still trying to figure out, okay, from the profits of what I'm doing right now, from these 3 clients. So one guy said he wants a t-shirt. Another person asked for a, what did they ask for again? They asked for, I can't remember what they asked for, right? Oh, pair of pants. One person wants a tracksuit. So the person that wants a tracksuit saw my other cousin sister wearing the tracksuit top in an elevator, and she found me on Instagram and she said, I want this thing, and she's paying 2.5 for it. Can you believe? And then there's somebody who says they want pants. They've even already paid. Both of them have already paid. Then there's somebody else who wants a t-shirt at the end of the month. He's somebody that I'm using. He's a supplier that I'm using in the business that I'm working at right now. And he's just like, oh, I saw that you have a fashion brand. I want something of yours. Like I did nothing, guys. I did nothing, but God was just like, okay, we're gonna make a plan for this thing. And it's the exact same money that I spent at it's slightly more, in fact, that I spent at my grandfather's funeral. Like, how is that even a thing, right? It's like God is reimbursing me. In fact, it's not even. It's the exact same amount that I lost in the Airbnb, right? That 1.5, right? And who knows, maybe I'll get another 1.5 that covers the money that I spent at the funeral. I don't know. I don't know, but God can do anything. Because clearly, if he did something without me doing anything, then, okay, I've got 1 minute left. Then, you know, God can make the things. What else did God do that was just so amazing to make this thing happen? Oh, guys, I almost spent 500 Rand last week. I almost spent 500 Rand to buy like things around the house, like, you know, something to clean the windows. What else is I need a water bottle, all that kind of stuff. And something just told me not to go. First of all, I was annoyed by one of my suppliers who I was supposed to meet that day. I took the day off work, and the next day she doesn't call me. She doesn't say anything. Honestly, I just missed a whole day of work, because I had planned something with a supplier, a fashion supplier. So somebody who was supposed to print out my patterns, and, you know, just Dololo didn't say anything, right? And I was like, wow, I actually could have gone to work. And, you know, my mom and I had planned, okay, we're going to go to the shops, we're going to go buy these things, and we're going to spend 500 Rand in my budget, but it was probably going to be more. And it didn't happen because I was just so annoyed at that lady. But you know what? Thank you, lady, for not keeping up to your end of, well, not communicating rather, right? Because honestly, had I spent that money, I wouldn't have been at the salon right now. Honestly, because I would have been like, ain't no money. I would have been at home Q-texing my nails and maybe gone to Brahm to go get my hair braided. Guys, trust God's timing. Trust God's timing. When God says it's time to do something, trust the pieces of the universe will move around, will shift and align in your favor. So that is what's happening right now in the Journey to Woke by MVR. Woo! I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Thank you so much for listening to my 20-minute explanation of how I ended up here. There's gonna be another one coming soon. Thank you, and I can't wait to share more of the happenings. Bye.
Wasemkhathini kuthiwa uye kusemntana wezwane yaphuma ngesimapheleni kodwa kungayijela ikhomishina